Ever felt like your name, your past, or your circumstances have defined you? Like you're stuck in a story someone else wrote for you? Today, we re-diving into an often overlooked corner of the Old Testament to uncover a powerful story about a man who completely rewrote his own destiny. His name was Jabez, and his story, though just 2 verses long, is a game changer. You can find it tucked away in the book of 1 Chronicles. While the chapter is mostly a long list of genealogies, the narrator suddenly pauses to tell us about one man. It says Jabez was more honorable than his brothers. Right away, we know he's special, but then we learn something heartbreaking. His mother named him Jabez, saying, "Because I bore him in pain." In Hebrew, the name Jabez literally sounds like the word for pain or sorrow. Imagine that. Every time someone called his name, it was a reminder of suffering. He was, in essence, Mr. Pain. How many of us feel like that sometimes? We carry labels given to us by our past, by our mistakes, or by the pain we've caused others or experienced ourselves. Failure, not good enough, unlucky. These names can feel like a heavy weight, dictating our future. But Jabez refused to let his name be his final story. He decided to turn to the only one who could truly redefine him, God. This is where it gets really powerful. Jabez cries out to God in a bold and heartfelt prayer. It's a prayer so profound, it's been studied for centuries. He asks for 4 specific things. First, he prays, "Oh, that you would bless me indeed." He wasn't just asking for a small favor. He was asking for an overwhelming, undeniable flood of God's goodness in his life. He wanted to trade his identity of pain for an identity of blessing. Second, he asks God to enlarge my territory. This wasn't just about land or wealth. It was a prayer for more influence, more opportunity, and a bigger impact for good. He was tired of living a small life defined by his painful beginnings. He wanted his life to expand beyond the limitations his name suggested. He was dreaming bigger, asking God to stretch his boundaries and use him in ways he couldn't have imagined. Third, he prays, "That your hand would be with me." Jabez knew that with bigger territory comes bigger challenges. He understood that he couldn't succeed on his own. He needed God's presence, guidance, and power every step of the way. This is a prayer of humble dependence, acknowledging that true strength comes not from ourselves, but from a higher power guiding our path. Finally, and perhaps most poignantly, he asks that God would keep me from evil, that I may not cause pain. Think about that. The man named Pain prayed that he would not cause pain. He wanted to break the cycle. He didn't want his life to live up to its negative name. Instead, he wanted to be a source of blessing, not sorrow. He was actively praying to become the opposite of what his name declared him to be. And what was God's response to this bold, honest prayer? The final line of the story is simple and incredible. And God granted what he requested. That's it. God heard his cry, saw his heart, and answered him. He changed Jabez's story from one of pain to one of honor and blessing. The story of Jabez is a timeless reminder that our past does not have to define our future. The labels people place on us, or even the ones we place on ourselves, don't have the final say. We have the power, just like Jabez, to call out to God and ask for a new story. To ask for blessing, for expansion, for guidance, and for the power to break negative cycles. Your name might be struggle, anxiety, or regret right now, but through faith, you can be redefined as blessed, purposeful, and free. What's the Jabez prayer for your life today? What limitation do you need God to break? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's encourage each other. Thanks for watching. And if this story inspired you, make sure to like and subscribe for more content that uplifts and empowers. See you next time.